What's going on, everybody? Football Rob here, breaking down the action that was. What a bad game this was. Minnesota, the Golden Gophers, on the road against the Wisconsin Badgers, number 6th ranked team in the nation. They had this game completely under control, and then Mitch Leidner decides to just blow it. I mean, there's nothing else you could say about this game other than Mitch Leidner blew the game. I know Wisconsin, they're ranked 6th for a reason. They have playmakers. Clement, really good running back. Bart Houston was a quarterback that had to step in because of injury. You know, they had T.J. Watt making plays. They made 5 sacks. 5 sacks on Mitch Leidner. But, I mean, he just gave the damn game away. Let's call it what it is. Like, all right, you can say all you want about these stats. He's the first Big Ten quarterback since Antoine Randall to have 7,000 career passing yards, 30 rushing touchdowns, blah, blah, blah. I thought in the first half, they were controlling tempo. Minnesota was. They were controlling field position. Their defense was limiting and bottling up Clement and bottling up the receivers. And, I mean, it looked good. It looked really good. Although there were some reckless throws that I thought Leidner got lucky on, where I was just, you're sitting there with like a lump in your throat, like, that was not a good decision, force that football in, but it worked. And he had 2 first-half touchdowns, Leidner did, 171 all-purpose yards, 60 on the ground, 111 through the air. And I thought even the special teams unit for Minnesota made their presence felt, because Keontae Harden had a 69-yard return, which, I don't see much production from this special teams unit very much all season, and in the big game they came through, had a big play. But then he just continues to give the ball away. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 second-half interceptions, and most of these picks were overthrows, bad decisions, like completely inaccurate passes, misreads. I mean, I would have pulled him. Why keep him in the game when he's just giving the game away? And as badly as they played in the second half, they still had a chance to win at the 11:58 mark of the fourth quarter, with Mitch Leidner completing more passes to Wisconsin than he's completing to his own players. It was still just 17-17. So there was opportunities to still regain control, and that didn't happen. So then, the final score got a little carried away there, 31-17. But yeah, this type of ineptitude. I mean, I am shocked at this level of college football. We're talking about Big Ten conference. We're talking about, this is a resurgent conference. You have Ohio State, Michigan at the top of the food chain. You have Wisconsin. You have Penn State. You have all these awesome teams. This is possibly one of the best divisions in college football, and you put a stinker like this together. 9 of 26, 158 yards, 4 picks. More completions to the other team than your own team. I mean, he could possibly kiss his NFL career goodbye. I mean, I don't think you can draft a player that does this. Maybe he catches on in training camp with somebody, but I can't fathom anybody wanting to draft him after doing. I mean, this is horrendous. This is horrendous. This is the worst. This is the worst college football performance I've seen in a while. I've seen some bad pros, coming from New York. Ryan Fitzpatrick, horrendous quarterback, consistently bad. Geno Smith. So I've seen some really awful, stupid, retarded things at the quarterback position recently. But at this level, high-level college, I haven't seen this in a while. I can't, off the top of my head, think of anything worse than what I just saw. And Bart Houston, he barely even did anything. 9 of 14, 123 yards, took care of the ball. Corey Clement, 100 yards, couple of touchdowns. Jazz Peavy with a 71-yard, a jet sweep. Kind of caught the defense off guard, and Wisconsin wins the Axe for the 13th straight year. I don't even think they won it. I think it was Minnesota blew it. That's what I think. So, that's all I have to say about that. That's a very disappointing way to end the season. I kind of figured that they were not up to the task because every time Minnesota plays a top-notch team like this, they kind of fall short in the end. We saw that against Penn State. We saw that a couple weeks ago. Forget who they were facing. The name escapes me. But they usually beat the mediocre teams, and then they usually fall short against the top-notch teams. But to completely collapse like this, I don't know. That's all I gotta say. Football Rob, signing off.